सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. Om. Page 102, verse number 4. Manau prakashyate yadvat raktadhyakaratape मयि सन्दृश्यते सर्वम् आतपेनेव तन्मया. In this Buddhyarudha Prakaranam, Shankaracharya establishing Sakshi is unaffected by any actions or any modifications happening in the buddhi. Buddhi arudhahan. In buddhi, the intellect, all thoughts takes place and knowledge arise. Ghatakara vritti, the pot thought, arise in the mind, then pot knowledge comes. House thought arise in the mind, house knowledge comes. This is called thought manifestation in the buddhi is called arudham, mounting. Thought is mounting in the intellect. That's why it is called buddhyarudham. How it is possible? Because of Sakshi Chaitanyam. Sakshi Chaitanyam, the witness consciousness, is the one who gives sentiency to the buddhi, in which thoughts arrive and depart. Thoughts arrive, depart means vritti arrives and departs. Vritti of what? Vritti of so and so object. Which sense organ is perceiving which object? Which sense organ is coming contact with which object? That knowledge takes place in the buddhi. Which object is perceived by, seen by, heard by, touched by this sense organs, that object knowledge comes in the buddhi. At that time, this money example, generally crystal example we establish, we use it to establish Sakshi. Crystal, white crystal example we use to establish generally Sakshi. Sakshi in the place of crystal, we take that example. The crystal example Sakshi, but uniquely Shankaracharya using that for buddhi. Crystal as buddhi, Atapa is Sakshi Chaitanyam. In the place of Sakshi Chaitanyam, we have to take the example Atapa, Surya Prakasha. So Raktadhyakara means the red flower. Any akara for that matter which reflects in the crystal. Crystal like buddhi. Therefore we should not get confused. Until today we are using crystal for Atman example comparison, but here Acharya using crystal for buddhi today. Then who is Sakshi Chaitanyam, like what? Like Surya Prakasha you have to take. That is why Manau prakashyate yadvat. Just as the flower, etc., whatever object is there nearby the crystal, that object reflects in that and the crystal gets that color. You are able to see the crystal, you are able to see the superimposed attribute of that nearby object because of what? Because of Atapa, because of the Surya Prakasha. Similarly, here also, because of Sakshi Chaitanyam, Surya Prakasha like Sakshi Chaitanyam, crystal like Buddhi is able to get sentiency, appearance, and its nearby object, the attributes, which sense organ sending the which object to the Buddhi, it reflects. Reflects in the sense, in the form of vritti akara, ghatakara, phatakara, pushpakara, grihakara, chairakara, fan akara. That way fan knowledge, table knowledge, desk knowledge, chair knowledge, all knowledge takes place. Acharya want to say, this Sakshi Chaitanyam, just as Surya Prakasha is not affected by that crystal's change, superimposed that modification, really modification is not there, as though it is appearing red in color. Is there any affliction to Surya Prakasha? No. Similarly, whatever raga, dvesha, kama, krodha, or any emotions or any attributes, favorable or unfavorable emotions taking place in the buddhi, any vritti for that matter takes place in the buddhi, will not afflict the Sakshi Chaitanyam. The Sakshi Chaitanyam is modification-less, changeless. See the next line. Mai sandrishyate sarvam. They are all appearing in me. Tadvat mai sarvam sandrishyate. In me the Sakshi Chaitanyam alone, they are all superimposed. Really speaking, all are superimposed in the Buddhi. Buddhi has got identification with the Sakshi Chaitanyam. Really speaking, they are not afflicting me, the Sakshi Chaitanyam. Full stop. Tapena iva tanmaya sarvam prakashyate. We have to supply. Tapena iva, like Surya atapena iva. Just as in the presence of Surya atapa, sunlight, everything is illumined, everything is manifesting, everything is appearing. Atapena iva. Similarly, in me, because of my presence, Sakshi Chaitanyam, tat maya sarvam prakashyate. Tasmat. Tat maya means tasmat kutasthaha ityarthaha. Tasmat maya. Because of me, sarvam prakashyate. Everything is known, illumined. Everything is known. Up to here we saw in the last class. Mai prakashyate means sakshini prakashyate. Sarvam sakshini prakashyate. In sakshi, they are all appearing. Sannidhya matrena, we have to understand. Vishaya sattvat vishayakara vrittihi. Vishaya abhavat vishayakara vrittihi na bhavati. But sakshi remains as it is. Vishaya bhani, vishaya bhani, vishaya abhani, vishayakara vrittihi na sanjayate. Once the vishaya is not there, that vishaya is not there in that buddhi, that vishaya prakasha will not take place. That sakshi is there all the time. In any perception, sakshi does not undergo any change. That is the purport of this shloka. No modification in sakshi, just like in Surya Prakasha. That's what we have to understand. Crystal example. Next shloka, number 5. Buddhau drishyam bhavet buddhau satyam nasti viparyaye drashta yasmat sada drashta tasmadvaitam na vidyate. Anvaya Vyatireka logic Acharya is applying here. Buddhau Satyam. Buddhau Satyam, when the Buddhi is available in waking state. Buddhau Satyam means when the Buddhi is available in the waking state. Buddhau Drishyam Bhavet. Buddhau, in that intellect, object will appear. Buddhau Drishyam. Drishyam means object. So, to get Anubhava, what are all required? Sakshi Chaitanyam is required, Buddhi is required, the medium, and that object is required in that Buddhi to reflect. So, Vishayaha, Buddhi, Sakshi Chaitanyam. Then only that vritti, that object thought arise. Buddhau Satyam. In deep sleep, Buddhau Satyam Nasti, Buddhi Abhavena. Buddhi Abhave means Buddhi is in dormant form. Buddhi is not in active form like in Jagrata Avastha. Sense organs are also not active, therefore they cannot receive any Vishaya. Once Vishaya is not grasped by sense organs, and that Vishaya cannot be transferred to Buddhi because Buddhi is resting. Sense organs are resting. Therefore, Vishayas cannot manifest or illumined in that Buddhi. Anvaya Vyatireka. Buddhi Sattve Vishaya Sattvam. Buddhi Abhave Vishaya Abhavaha. Tasmat Anubhavaha Sarvada Sakshi Chaitanyam, Vishayaha, Buddhi, all are important. Even though Sakshi Chaitanyam is there in the sleep, since medium Buddhi is not there, your original face is there. If the reflected medium is not there, your face cannot be reflected. Why it is not reflecting? Medium is not there, mirror is not there. Therefore, there is no reflection. There is no reflection. So what? Buddhau Satyam Drishyam Buddhau Bhavet. You can understand Buddhau Satyam. This is Anvaya. Therefore, Nissakshika Anubhava na Vidyate. Any Anubhava, any experience, Manadhina Meya Siddhihi. Pramana Adhina. Buddhi is the Pramanam here. Without Pramanam, Prameya Jnanam na Sambhavati. Without Pramanam, the Buddhi, intellect, objective knowledge will not take place. Mana Adhina, Meya Siddhihi, Prameya Siddhihi. Therefore, Nissakshika, without the witnesser, Anubhava cannot take place. In Jada Buddhi, Anubhava cannot take place. So, Anubhava to take place, Sakshi Chaitanyam is required. Without Sakshi, Anubhava is not possible. That is why in Kenopanishad we saw Pratibodha Viditam Matam. Bodham Bodham Prati, in every cognition. Bodham Bodham Prati, in every cognition, each and every cognition, I, the Sakshi Chaitanyam, am evident. You need not require any proof for that. Every knowledge, every experience, every anubhava is the proof for the existence of Sakshi Chaitanyam. Therefore, Nissakshika Anubhavaha na Vidyate. In sleep, therefore we say aham na kinchid avedisham. I do not know anything in sleep because buddhi medium is not there. Apavada. Anvaya, this is Vyatireka. Buddhi abhave, Vishaya abhavaha, Vishaya vritti abhavaha, Vishaya vritti abhave, Anubhava abhavaha. Therefore, I do not know anything. No any experience I could register in my sleep. In Tamil, what do you say? Onnume theriyala. Onnume theriyala. I don't know anything. That means Anubhava could not take place about that any object. So, drashta yasmat sada drashta. Yasmat. Because drashta is yavar drashta. Seer is always seer. No change. But in Jagrata Avastha and Swapna Avastha, Vasanamaya Karyam, Vasanamaya or in Jagrata Avastha, straight away experience possible. In Swapna, what Anubhava we get? Vasanamaya Anubhava, Vasana Vritti. That Anubhava we get. In deep sleep, we don't get any Anubhava. So in three avasthas, invariably non-variable Sakshi is available. In Jagrata Avastha, all waking state objects experience. In dream also I know. In sleep also I don't know. I know that I don't know. I know that I don't know. So who is that non-changing? Atma, Aham, Sakshi, Chaitanyam. Drashta, seer, observer. Sakshi existence is not depending on buddhi, but buddhi existence function depend upon Sakshi. Sakshi is independently existing, but buddhi cannot exist, function independently. Drashta sada drashta eva tasmat dvaitam na vidyate. Dvaitam means duality, plurality, variety, novelty. All these are not there, really speaking. Whatever is having arrival and departure, it is not real. Dvaitam is not real. What we are seeing objects, so many varieties of objects, Dvaitam, plurality. Na vidyate, it is not there because it is having arrival and departure. Whatever is having arrival and departure, it is anityam, it is temporary. Whatever is anityam, the duality is not really there. It is just like your dream objects. Dream objects you have experienced in dream. That plurality, that duality is there in dream. But when you wake up, really speaking, there is no duality, all are only projection. We have understood that there is no elephant, there is no tiger, there is no man, there is no house, there is no palace in dream, really speaking. Similarly, this is also, this Dvaitam what we are seeing, duality, waking state, this is also like another dream. That is dream when you wake up. Otherwise, dream is not dream. Dream is not dream. Kanavu Satyam. Kanavu then Tamil. Kanavu. Satyam. For whom? For Swapna Purushaha, dreamer. Dream is unreal for whom? For waker. Similarly, waking world is real for ignorant person. Waking world is like a dream, dream for an enlightened person, not for ignorant person. For ignorant person, world is real. For dreamer, dream world is real. For ignorant means ignorant of what? Self. Ignorant of self. Ignorance is there about self. Self-ignorant person sees this world is real. Enlightened person sees this world is also another dream. Only for enlightened, not for all people. Therefore, you have to enlighten yourself to see the world as dream. What is the difference between that dream, first dream, and this dream? Waking world dream, dream number 2. Dream world dream is dream number 1. The difference between those two is the dream world objects are not available when I wake up. You know this answer. This waking world dream objects available when I wake up to my real nature. They are available, thank God. Once I get knowledge, everything disappears. It is a problem. What a beautiful arrangement done. It's a beautiful phenomenon. Therefore, tasmat dvaitam na vidyate. Plurality is not there, duality is not there, really speaking for whom? For Atma Jnani. Like you, all of you. For Atma, I have to say, you have to feel, yes, Swamini, correct, not feel. You have to claim. This is the Anvaya Vyatireka. As long as Buddhi is there, Vishayas, experience takes place. Vishaya Buddhi, they are disappearing in sleep. Therefore, but Sakshi Chaitanyam, I, the Drashta eva. Drashta what? Nothingness. In sleep, I am Drashta of nothingness. Blankness awarer I am. In waking and dream state, objects awarer. Therefore, Drashta Sada Drashta eva. Who is that Drashta? Ahameva. I am alone. Therefore, Dvaita Prapancha is Vyavaharikam, Swapna Prapancha Pratibhasikam, Mithya eva na vidyate. It is like marriage water. Very nice shloka. Next shloka, 6th one. Avivekat parabhavam yatha buddhiravaitada vivekatu paradanyah swayam chapi na vidyate. Yatha, just as. In the previous shloka, what is the conclusion? Atma doesn't have badha. In Vedanta, badha means non-existence, negation, disappearance. For Atma, there is no badha, not Tamil badha. It is a Vedantic badha. Badha means non-existence, not availability, non-availability. Non-availability is not there for Atma. Instead of saying for Atma, I should say non-availability is not there for me. You have to learn to say like that. Atma, Sakshi, go on telling. We take Atma as like a third person. For me, the Sakshi or for me, the Atma, Badha is not there. They are all variables. I am non-variable. Then, why this Bandha Moksha? Where are this Bandha Moksha, bondage and liberation? We are all talking, I want to come out of bondage. I want to get liberation. Acharya says, Avivekat bandhaha, vivekat mokshaha. Really speaking, there is no bandha moksha. What he says, yatha, just as, avivekat para abhavam. Para abhavam. Para means Brahman. Brahmanaha. Buddhi avivekaha atmani adhyasyate. When buddhi avivekaha atmani adhyasyate, when that ignorance of that buddhi is superimposed upon Atma, then what this buddhi says? In this buddhi, what thought comes? I am bound. I am bound. The ignorance of that buddhi is superimposed upon Atma, and the buddhi says what? I am bound, I am miserable, I am a samsari, I am suffering. Avivekat. Buddhi avivekat buddhi or buddhi avivekaha atmani adhyasyate baddhaha iti. Aham baddhaha iti. Vachyartha I. Says what? Aham baddhaha. Then vivekaha atmani buddhehe vivekaha. You have to take. Buddhehe avivekaha atmani adhyasyate aham baddhaha iti vadati. Buddhehe vivekaha atmani adhyasyate. Suppose this buddhi gets buddhi. Buddhi gets buddhi. Previously, buddhu. Buddhi doesn't have viveka. After attending Vedanta classes, this buddhi has got buddhi. Atma Jnanam. Once Atma Jnanam has come, what happened? Vivekat. Buddhehe vivekaha. Atmani. Mokshaha is, this is also adhyasa. Really speaking. Aham muktaha. So what a teaching you see now. I am liberated. I was bound before coming to Swamini class. Now I am muktaha. Swamini, because of you, after studying Vedanta, now I am free. This is also a adhyasa. This is also a superimposition. Who is doing? Viveka buddhi. Buddhehe vivekaha. The intelligence, enlightened buddhi says, I am free. Enlightened buddhi says, I am free, I am liberated. But Shankaracharya says, this is good adhyasa, previous one is bad adhyasa. Atma is never baddhaha, Atma need not be a muktaha. If I was bound, I have to be liberated. If I was bound, I the Atma was bound, suppose, now I have to be liberated. Since I was not bound, where is the question of mukti? So if Buddhi says, Guru, coming to the Guru, hey Guru, because of you, now I am liberated, I am muktaha, and sonna Guru kenna varun theriyuma? Shokam da varum. Shokam. Kobam varadu, shokam varum. Shokam enna artham? பாவம் இந்த ஸ்டூடெண்ட்டுக்கு இன்னும் புரியலையே கொஞ்ச நாள் ஆகட்டும். Student should say what? Hey Guru, I was thinking I had samsara previously. Now I am thinking I have no samsara. Now I am free from samsara, I am thinking. This is wrong. I understood now. I am free from samsara in the past also, in the present also, in future forever. I am free from samsara. In Atma, there is no possibility of bondage. In Atma, me, the Sakshi Chaitanyam, there is no possibility for moksha also. Where there is bandha only, there can be a moksha possibility. In buddhi, bandha is also a false superimposition. In buddhi, moksha bhavam, moksha thought is also a false notion. Shastra says, Swamini, idu munnadi sollakudado. Why you have not said 10 years before? To understand this, you have to come for 10 years. Then only you can understand. Initially, I cannot say. This is not for just saying through the words, not lip movement. One has to claim that, one has to own up, one has to assimilate, one has to see that fact, the truth, paramarthata, the reality, with their own intellect they have to understand. You can take the horse near the water, but you cannot make it to drink like that. Sishya, student, has to claim by oneself, I am Atma only. So, yatha avivekat para abhavam means not having the knowledge of Brahman, Brahmanaha abhavam. Buddhihi avait, avait tatha. Similarly, avait, ava plus e dhatu. Avait lang, second conjugation, parasmaipadi, lang prathama purusha ekavachanam. Avait. Buddhihi avait. Buddhi has got that notion, that thought. Tadha. Similarly, next what thought? Muktaha, aham muktaha thought. Vivekat parat anyaha, brahmanaha anyaha. Vivekat. Now it recognizes parat anyaha. Vivekat, what it recognizes? Brahman is there, that Brahman I am. Anyaha, parad anyaha tadha. Parad anyaha means during knowledge, I say there is no world. During knowledge, I say there is no world. During ignorance, what I say? There is world. I am here, there is world. During knowledge, time, I say means I claim, I understand there is no world. Parat anyaha, brahmanaha anyaha, jagat nasti iti. There is no world other than Brahman. Parat anyaha means there is nothing other than Brahman. Where this knowledge takes place? Buddhi, vivekat. Avivekat jagat asti, vivekat jagat nasti. Brahman is different, God is different, world is different. At the time of ignorance. When you wake up to your real nature, where is the world at all? Nama, Rupa, Mithya. Sat alone is Satyam. Existence alone is Satyam. There is nothing other than Brahman, existence, consciousness principle. Then what about all these names and forms? They are only Vacharambhanam, Vikaro, Namadheyam. They are all unreal, false. This knowledge is also taken place in Buddhi only where there was ignorance. So ignorance, knowledge has to take place where? In Atma or in Buddhi? Pramata, the Buddhi alone, knowledge has to take place. Wherever ignorance is there, there alone, knowledge has to take place. Understand? That is the meaning. Paradanyaha na asti vivekat. Buddhi vivek. Buddhehe vivekat. Not only that, swayanchapi na vidyate. Nothing is there other than Brahman. Can Buddhi is there? Can Buddhi be there? Which Buddhi is enlightened? In which Buddhi the thought has come, there is nothing other than Brahman. Parat brahmanaha anyaha kimapi nasti jagadeva nasti iti. In Buddhi the knowledge has come. Can that Buddhi exist afterwards? Once you say there is nothing else other than Brahman, what about Buddhi? Gone. Buddhi also na vidyate swayamapi. Swayamapi means buddhi api. In which Buddhi knowledge has come, in that Buddhi knowledge has come, but that Buddhi disappears. Like that doll, salt doll, went to see the depth of the ocean. The salt doll went into the sea to see the depth of the ocean. What happened? Swayamapi na vidyate. And the uppu bommai, salt doll cannot stand separately. Similarly, buddhi also dissolve. Buddhi also says, my job is over. I am also false. Therefore, tata, bye bye, cheerio. Buddhi also only anatma. Matter. It has done its job. How? With Vedanta Shravanam. Guru Vedanta Shravanena. Guru Vedanta Vakyena. Guru Vedanta Vakyan, you have to understand properly. When Guru teaches Vedanta, then knowledge arises in the intellect. So that intellect purpose is this only. Any knowledge you know, whatever you know other than this sloka knowledge, Swamini எனக்கு எல்லாமே தெரியும் இந்த ஸ்லோகம் தவிர anu சொன்னார் நினச்சிக்கோங்களே, அந்த knowledge in that buddhi is aparavidya. It cannot give security, peace, happiness. So if this knowledge comes only, your buddhi is real buddhi. Otherwise, useless buddhi. Who says? நான் சொல்லலை, சங்கராச்சாரியா says, புத்தி இருக்கான்னு கேட்டால் எதுக்கப்பா? இந்த நாலெட்ஜுக்காக தான். Another example, Shastric example, in olden days when they put that fire, and lot of firewood they put and light that fire, lot of fire is coming, and to push all other fire sticks, firewood sticks into that, they use one kuchi, one stick, and when they are pushing into that fire, because have you seen in the burial ground they do that way, and what they do this with this stick, with what they are pushing, they throw in the fire. This buddhi is like that stick only. This example is negative example. What is negative? For Vedantic nothing is negative, isn't it? So this example is a classical example, really speaking. So once you use that stick for pushing, everything is over. Anatma, anatma, anatma. Everything is putting in anatma. Fire is atma. All anatma sticks you push into the atma fire with what you have pushed, intellect stick, to be thrown. That is what here. Swayam cha api na vidyate. Beautiful shloka. Excellent. So, what? This is the what? Teaching. This buddhi is a upachara. Upachara means expressing medium. Understand? Buddhi is an expressing medium. If you make use of your buddhi for this purpose, you have done. Well accomplished person you are. So, Sakshini, Sakshi Drishtya. Sakshini, Sakshi Drishtya, Mokshaha Nasti. Sakshini, Sakshi Drishtya, Mokshaha Asti va? Nasti. From the Sakshi standpoint, there is no moksha in Sakshi. Puriyarada? In me, the Sakshi Chaitanyam, the Atma, from my standpoint, there is no moksha for me. Why? I am ever muktaha. Where is the question of getting moksha? Therefore, this chapter, we can call it as Sakshi Swarupa Prakaranam. Instead of Buddhyarodha Prakaranam, we can say Sakshi Swarupa Prakaranam also. Swayam chapi buddhi itself negates itself after samsara nishedha. This is called samsara nishedha. Pushing every anatma word into the atma. Samsara nishedha anantaram. The negator of samsara must be negated. Who negated the samsara? Viveka buddhi. So that Viveka buddhi also, we know only one Vivek in Chennai. Usman Road Vivek. We Vedantic students should know what Viveka. Buddhau, Buddhehe Vivekaha. Atma Anatma Vivekaha. So, this chapter is over with this. What are all lakshanams, features of Sakshi we have understood in this chapter. Sakshi Chaitanyam or Atma, I am, now I have to say I am Sarvagaha. I, the Sakshi Chaitanyam, the witness consciousness, am all pervading principle, Sarvagnaha, all knower, omniscient, Aheyam, I am not rejectable, Aheyam, Anupadeyam, I am not a thing to be acceptable, Nirvikaraha, changeless, fifth one, then Shuddhaha, Satyaha, Asangaha, 8 principles. Every day morning when you wake up, what you should say? All these 8. Aham Sarvagaha, Sarvagnaha, Aheyam, Anupadeyam, Nirvikaraha, then Shuddhaha, Satyaha, Asangaha. All are there in the slokas. This, whose nature, whose glory? My glory. My glory. Now we'll go to, this is called Sakshi Brahma Aikyam. Here Sakshi Brahma Aikyam is the topic. Sarvagnaha Param Brahma, Sarvagaha Param Brahma, Satyaha Nityaha Buddha Shuddhaha Param Brahma, Aham Sakshi Eva, therefore Aham Param Brahma Asmi. Over, job is over. Why it is called Buddhyaruda Prakaranam? Because first sloka begins with Buddhi word. Therefore it is called Buddhyaruda Prakaranam. Just like in Kena Upanishad, Kena, it has come. An interrogative pronoun it is. Here Buddhyarudham is a topic, subject, okay, you can say. Kenopanishad, Keneshitam Padati Preshitam Manaha, that is why it is called Kenopanishad. Why Kenopanishad is called Kenopanishad? Because it begins with the word Kena. That is why it is called Kenopanishad. It is a pronoun. What topic, interrogative pronoun gives what topic? Kena. It is not a topic. Since the word is used in the first mantra, therefore that word has come to that Upanishad, Kena Upanishad. Similarly here also Buddhi Arudha. First shloka begins with Buddhi. Nice chapter. I hope all of you are enjoying. Enjoying, why I say we are continuing in next chapter. 8th chapter, page number 104. Mati Vilapana Prakaranam. Mati Vilapana Prakaranam. I will read this sloka. That meter is different meter. Therefore, we reading also we have to do differently. Chitta Swarupe Swatayeva me mate Rasadi Yogastava Mohakaritah Ato na kinchit tava cheshtitena me phalam bhavet sarva visheshahanatah. This is a dialogue between I, the Sakshi Chaitanyam, and my mind. I, the Sakshi Chaitanyam, am addressing my own mind. Or you can say, I, the Lakshyartha, I, higher I, addressing my lower I. You can say that way also. Lower I, Ahankara, I am addressing, O mind, your false activities are not going to afflict me further because now I am enlightened. Lakshyartha I has taken place, therefore that Ajnana kale, ignorance when I was having previously, you were cheating me, exploiting me, you are making me to cry, you are making me to shout, you are making me to be angry, you are making me so vulnerable. Now onwards I'm not going to be like that. And எனக்கு புத்தி வந்தாச்சு. Until today I was dancing for your Nattuvangam. You know Nattuvangam, takita, something they say, tattai takitan. So mind was making me, the person, the jiva, to dance according to its steps. Because that time the buddhi was ignorant. Now because of viveka, buddhihi vivekaha, now there is no adhyasa in me. I have clear knowledge about you also, about whole anatma also. Oh mind, now samatta iru. And சொல்லுவோம் இல்லையோ, like a good child you behave now. Don't do like a previously you used to control me. Now I am going to control you. Jnani is telling to his mind. All of you are addressing your mind. Okay. Oh, Jnani is addressing his mind. Don't look at Jnani as a third person, someone, somewhere. Take yourself, I am a Jnani, Atma Chaitanyam, higher I, Lakshyartha I. Even though I am using this mind, buddhi, vak, indriyam, all to say all these words, aham lakshyartha I, the Atma, natu vachyartha I. So vachyartha I, its activities cannot influence, no more influence. So bodily activities, response, reactions won't be there, only actions. Very nice chapter. Look into sloka. Like Vivek Chudamani in some slokas, this is the meter. Very nice. Hey mate, oh my mind. Previously, we are one with the mind, not able to separate the mind. Now I am looking at the mind, distancing the mind separately, I am addressing the mind. Oh my mind. Oh my mind. What is mine is not me. Therefore, hey mate, oh mind, swataha eva chitswarupe mayi rasadi yogastava mohakaritaha. Hey, oh mind, swataha eva, by my real nature, really by my own nature, I am Chitswarupa. I am consciousness alone. I am consciousness alone, Chitswarupe. In me, the Chitswarupa, rasadi yogasha tava mohakaritaha. You are adding raga, dvesha. Rasadi means all types of raga, dvesha, kama, krodha, all types of emotions. It is all because of your tava mohakaritaha. Now I have understood. Previously I was coming along with you and I was influenced by you. Now I am not going to influenced by you. I have understood all your activities. I have understood all your activity. It is all your false superimposition. Mohakaritaha means because of your delusion only you did like that. Now onwards I am very careful. You cannot play any mischievous things with me. Ataha tava cheshtitena na kinchit me phalam. By your activities, by your actions, by your thoughts, raga, dvesha, so many emotions are coming. Now, dukkeshvanudigna manaha, sukesha vigataspruhaha, vita raga bhaya krodaha, sthita dhirmuniruchyate, I am a sthira prajna now. Your dukkha, sukha, raga, dvesha, all are not going to afflict me. He says, ataha, therefore, tava cheshtitena, by your activities, by all your activities, they are not going to afflict me. Nothing going to happen in me. Phalam me na asti. I watch my mind just as it is going on. I am just watching. Phalam na bhavet. Why? Sarva vishesha hanataha. In the previous chapter we saw, because I am attributeless. Sarva vishesha means what? Vishesha means attribute. Hanataha, because I have understood my nature is attributeless. You cannot add anything, you cannot delete anything from me. There is no dosha apanayanam or guna adhanam. You cannot delete anything from me, you cannot add anything from me. Understand, oh mind, your mischievous activities are not going to influence me, cannot going to afflict me. Ippudu sollanu. You have to watch your own mind like a third person. Oh, upset paavam. Appadiya konja neram porthuko ani sollanu manassuki. Are you so excited today? Oh, enjoy. I have to say to the mind. And you are having doubting, suffering, you are suffering with the doubting. Okay, suffer some time. So much freedom. Don't become one with that mind. Allow the mind, it has got its own issues and problems. Distance your self from the mind. Neighborization. Paramarthananda Swamiji says, neighborizing the mind and its issues, problems. Neighborizing. How are you? Daily vicharikano. Neighbor ni, just as we say from window. From window, nanna irukeda, eppadi irukke? Kekkuradalliyo. How are you? And the madri, in the mind and kuda appadi address pannanum. How are you? Enakku paravallaya? Okay. Oh, konjam problem irukka? Okay. Prarabdha. Appadi sollanum manasukku. Aha, what is joy? Next shloka. Shloka number 2. Vimucche maya maya karyatamiha prashanti maya hyasadihita sada prashanti maya hyasadihita sada aham param brahma sada vimuktavate तथा जमेकं द्वयवर्जितं यतः मायामय कार्यताम इह विमुच्य. Oh mind, all your cheating nature, you stop, give up, don't cheat. Mayamaya karyam. Maya means here Prakriti Karyam. Acharya want to refute the Sankhya philosopher here, because he says Karanam, Prakriti is the Jagat Karanam, he says. Jada Prakriti is Jagat Karanam, he says. So Acharya indirectly hinting him, your Maya Karyam, Podum Vidu, all your jobs, what you are doing, Maya Karyam, the activities of that Prakriti Maya Karyam, Iha, now onwards, Iha, with regard to me. Iha means what? Now I am enlightened, Lakshartha I. With regard to me, your cheating activities, nothing will work here. Maya Karyam won't work. Better to give up. Vimuccha, you give up. Just as a commentator writes an example. In the doshap kallu, doshap pennam irukku, when you put ಅದೇನು ಪ್ಯಾನ್ ದೋಸೆ ಪ್ಯಾನ್ ಆದಮೇಲೆ ಇಫ್ ಯು after keeping some time on the stove, it becomes so hot. Then what you do, it has got heated up or not, you sprinkle water. What that hot plate does, you see water on that, what you sprinkle, within no time the water disappears. Now I, the Sakshi Chaitanyam, am like a hot plate. The mind, it's like a water. Aya tapta aya binduvat. Tapta aya means that hot iron plate. Hot iron plate, bindu water. If you sprinkle water, if you put a water drop, it just vanishes. Similarly, oh mind, all your activities, mischievous things, all negative thoughts, all asuric nature, including daivic nature, whatever you have, sattva guna, rajo guna, tamo guna, all gunas you have, they are all like water drops on me, the heart plate, like Sakshi Chaitanya. Puriyarada? Jagrata. Jagrata. Vimuchya. Prashantim ayahi. Asat ihitat sada. Sada asat ihitat. You are doing all false applications, false expressions, false interpretations, false notions. Panninadi podum vidu. These words have to be explained. The grammar points are there. That we'll see in the next class. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shantihi. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.